So shout out to you, Dashe. Dashe is extremely excited. Every time you're on the panel, you're like really hyper and happy. And I like that your family and friends think that you're the God. You're like, they think I'm the God. And the fact that they even put you on a higher pedestal is amazing, because that means that you're affecting them. So you are the God. Let them know you are the God.
The whole world is anti-African, is anti-black. Sin is in their flesh. And this idea, I'm not saying it's true, but those in power believe that it is, and this world is constructed on that idea. On that idea.
When they're all holding hands and everybody's rocking and all colors of people are there, all races, and it's the most wonderful thing, and politicians can't even do
now,
that.
when I say world, you've got to understand there's a difference between the world and the planet. The planet and the world are not the same thing.
And therefore, an obvious question is whether human beings, during their Earth existence, are possibly involved in preparing the beings who will reach their human level during the Jupiter period. This question is certainly a vital one. Now, our question concerning the beings who will reach the human level on Jupiter is connected in very truth with the deepest questions of man's Earth evolution.
There is something in our Earth evolution that has always been a philosophical problem, namely the relation between man's moral behavior and his natural existence. As an earthly being,
man has to decide to what extent he is the kind of being who is ruled by his instincts, has to obey and satisfy them, and is at the mercy of his instincts and their satisfaction. In this respect, we say, quote, we do these things because we have to. We have to eat and we have to sleep, close quote. But there is another realm of human conduct on this earth, a realm in which we cannot say must, for it would lose its whole significance if we were to say, in quotes, must here. This is the wide realm of, in quotes, shall. A realm where we feel that we have to follow a purely spiritual impulse as distinct from instinct and everything arising out of ourselves on a natural level. Quote, you shall, close quote, never speaks to us from out of our instincts, but directs us in a purely spiritual way. You shall comprises the realm of our moral obligations.
A world is a financial, political, cultural construct. It's built on ideas. So that is why anywhere you go in this world, you will see that the people classified as black, whether they know that they're perceived and classified as black or not, are being mistreated with a few tokens to keep the delusion.
A person's moral or immoral behavior can be seen in the steamy breath. And the breath of a person who is morally inclined is quite different from the breath of a person who is inclined to immorality. You know, with regard to various things in the human being, the more delicate qualities can only be seen in the more delicate parts of the etheric and astral aura. But in every case, the form in the breath reminds one of beings that do not exist on earth at all as yet. These beings are a preparation for the ones that will reach their human stage on Jupiter. Their forms are very changeable and will pass through further changes in the future. For these beings are the first advanced shadow images of the beings who will reach the human level on Jupiter.
United States. The blacks of the United States. Yo. I got God, son. Yo, I got my godson, tatted in the laws ain't get crossed my mental. If it's war you want, then war you get squad ain't hard to get to. Desire, love, reloading pistols. Donitude, then I'm riding with you. Holocaust is our current issue. Literature, what Christian tricked you, gotcha. Is the God skin copper / carbon, drunk coffee. On the desk of Sam George, MP of Ghana. Face to face against American forces. Taliban and Jewish lawyers. CEOs, Barack Obama. Paper money and crude oil. All gonna burn.
Once a year, the slaves were allowed to dress up and party like the masters. So the slaves were given liberty once a year to behave and dress up fancy like the masters. So it's like one day was reserved for the turning upside down of the world. So I'm saying John Canoe.
Watermelon TV, back again. I got an interesting bill today. I kind of want to just stare at the so-called, the ISS is over the Maui Nodambi in Congo, DR Congo. Okay. Right now, that's what they're saying. This is a live view. Just want to put in perspective where we are right now. I want to talk about the Tikkun Olam, AI, Transgenderism, and the New World Order, connections and evidence. That's what I want to talk about today while we glance and look at the curved earth. Oh, man. Can you imagine if they wouldn't curve it on purpose and they would make it straight? And then we're watching the same visuals, but it's all flat, like how we would look anyway if you're standing on a rock. But anyway, I want to stay on script. The spirits gave me a script, and I need to stay on it. So I'm really live stream sharing right now. So y'all go to that particular site, man, and give it a thumbs up and whatever else. But that's where you are. That's where I am right now. Where do I want to start? All right. So, as you can see by the showrunner, humans are hackable. Is that true or not? Please leave your thoughts in the comments. I mean, sooner or later, I'll open up and put the StreamYard in, maybe. Maybe I'll even do that. One second. Lot going on in the world. And so this makes it a good time for me to paste things together like a jigsaw puzzle. That's what I want to be remembered as. Learning, understanding this piece, understanding that piece, understanding this piece, to see the grand, what it will reveal. How about that? So, Tikkun Olam, Tikkun Olam, AI, Transgenderism, and the New World Order. The phrase Tikkun Olam, AI, and Transgenderism, a New World Order, taps into a theory linking Jewish mysticism, cutting-edge tech, and social engineering to reshape society. Here's a breakdown of the core elements, their intersections, and the case for seeing this as a deliberate globalist blueprint. Welcome to the future. know what? I'm gonna read that one again, just because I'm practicing. I'm practicing live. Where are my notes at? Tikkun Olam, the fixing of the world. AI, transgenderism, and the new world order. Connections and evidence. The phrase Tikkun Olam, AI, and transgenderism taps into a theory linking Judaism, mysticism, cutting-edge tech, and social engineering to reshape society. Here's a breakdown of the core elements, their intersections, and the case against seeing this as a deliberate globalist blueprint. So let's just think about what I just read. Working on your kids and your on your children and your grandchildren's future. While we are Puff Daddy, Oprah Winfrey, while we aspire to be individual successes, and I'm a Black American, so I can speak on other Black Americans. We'll get into that later. But humans are hackable. Let me see how I can share a link. I need some interaction. Just talking to the screen, it feels crazy. But I'm gonna get back to the script. I want to freestyle real quick. No, you know what? Let me do this. Olam. Its origin is from the Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, which means repairing the world. Well, what do they mean by repairing the world? Remember, in the intro, the world is something that was created. So they create a thing, a group of people create a certain thing for everybody else. When that thing starts to collapse, well, now it's time to repair the world. This is a Lurianic Kabbalah, 16th century, frames it as gathering divine sparks. So, they want to say, oh, we're created humans. You're the divine spark. We want to restore cosmic harmony. Let's make sure the divine sparks. It sounds romantic. But that is apparently the Kabbalah's origin story of that particular phrase. Okay. So now, since the 20th century, progressive Judaism redefined it as social justice activism, fighting inequality, racism, environmental destruction, and traditional norms. Excuse me, guys. And that also sounds romantic. It's romanticizing the idea to give people reason to want to be aggressive and angry, and I'm doing this for love. When, to harm somebody else, you don't love them. So this is what we're trying to unpack. Watermelon TV is here to unpack this type of puzzle. We got to unpack the box, dump it all out, then put the pieces together. So it just makes me understand, this is why all the different stories, especially when you're on Twitter. And if you're in the 21st century, like I am, which means I have a computer and I have a website and this and that, you're gonna see these different stories. So it's just very interesting where they're taking us. We're already in the year 2028 in my mind. In my mind, we're already there. Just the calendar year, which is what they have us controlled by the most. That keeps us, oh, we got 3 years. We already there, y'all. So it's really just time to wake up. I wanted to get into this particular new world order. I'm just going to use that particular word because that strikes most people's attention. We're already living it. Don't forget that. All right, so Watermelon TV. Let me do this for a minute. Let me step aside. No, I'm not. I just want to blow this real quick. Oh, that's all you get. Again, I'm stream sharing. I thought we were supposed to spread the love. And so this is not my, go-to channel. I just, like the perspective. Quick derail. I saw this on it didn't say that it was AI generated. It didn't say that underneath, because normally when you show these you share these images, it'll have like hey, this is saying this is not factual, blah, blah, blah. It could be anything, any about blacks, whites, whatever. So anyway, let's look at this. All right, I'm probably chopping up. No, I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. All right, hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back. All right. This is in Canada. Off the coast of Canada. Where are my notes at? Off the coast of Canada. Paying for the prescription. I don't know why it's having these interruptions. All right, let me stop it there. I just want you to get a good idea what I was looking at. What came across my feed. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna make it out of here through, man. Because it's like you said, I don't want to be bogged down by one thing. I need to know a little bit of everything. Like a puzzle. I need to know. I want to know. Man, I don't want to get into my personal history yet. But how was y'all's Thanksgiving? How was your, I don't celebrate that. It's killing somebody. How come I'm not on the screen? 1 second. There we go. All right, so you know what? Let me just get to my script. So we're talking about a plan for our children by 2030 and beyond. You know, and I had some conversation with my friends, a friend of mine, my cousin, and we were talking about, you know, what's going to be in 2030, 5 years from now, 4 years from now, calendar years, you know. I believe we're already there. There's no need to fear the future because it's all you have is right now. If you're alive, all you have is this moment. And you can use your magic in those moments, all depending on how you're looking at the world. How are you looking at the world? Flat or round? How are you looking at it? Illuminate. Maybe without song or poem. I'm trying to illuminate. I think that's what it's about. That's probably why it's so dark to the story that we're told. Because I just really got into a deep understanding of the different creation story and how the God of this planet that you're looking at, the creator of this planet that you're looking at, is not the monad. It comes from it is just a perverted version. How about that? I'm just going to keep it plain in layman's terms. And what's the proof or evidence? Just look at the world around you. Just look at the world around you. Don't act like you don't see it. Don't be a Oprah Winfrey. Don't be a Oprah Winfrey. She sit and she can only make moves according to the handlers. She's an oath taker. She's a economic oath taker. She's a what's the other word he said? Institutionalized oath taker. She's a product of capitalism. Grassroots. In the grassroots world, it's, hey, we got to make it work for all. We got to make it work for all of us. Back to the script. So there's certain rabbis that likes the ADL and they popularize it. So you know what the ADL is, Anti-Defamation League. You know, if you say too many, I mean, the Black America needs a Anti-Defamation League, right? And so that means we will stop saying certain language and you stop saying certain language, because we know that those languages cause certain energies to arise in the host body system, and it makes you want to thrash out. So I want to get to the juicy part. I want to get to the part where AI becomes the God. AI, it acts as the Tikkun Olam engine. It's its engine. And Elon Musk is he would be the atom of this AI. Maybe not Elon Musk, maybe a couple of guys before that. You know, Kanye West always talked about Steve Jobs being the real genius behind it. So this is what we're talking about. What do they have in store for us? What do they have in store for us? who is going to unify on my YouTube channel that I'm paying for? You know, to get all the fancy gigam gags. Not that, because I also get it, you know. But of course, you know, I can get into the hip hop. Go and research this stuff yourself. And if you got small children, you're going to have to inform them about what's going on. The plan has been leaked. They said, well, how you know? How you get the plan? Well, you look at the people, the shoulders that you're standing on. You go back and look at what they were saying, where they were coming from. We just have too much of it. Black here from Africa who speak English, who are now over here, who are now saying, you know, they don't say they black. The media says they're black, but they don't say it is. TV saying we're black. All right, let me do this. Let me stop sharing. Watermelon TV says we're black. We just are. We're just gonna make something positive out of this blackness. That's what I'm gonna do, at least. How come I can't see my screen? What's going on? $100, man. Can't get my screen. Mad interruptions, man. There we go. My screen was looking funky. Yo, Watermelon TV, like and subscribe to the channel. I'm actually writing a rap verse to this beat. You know, not many can rap over what Nas is talking about. Not many can rap over Nas beats. So, watching DJ Vlad, letting some. We just let it go too far. We let it go too far, y'all. We let it go too far, and but we're up against this thing called capitalism, and we know what time it is. Yeah, that's it. Dope. I love that. Hold on, give me 30 seconds. Yo, they want a new world. They are trying to fix the world that they created up to this point. They're trying to fix the world that they created up to this point. And like Oprah Winfrey said on her interview on TD Jakes' podcast, Oprah only has good intentions for people who obey the call. What is obeying the call? First off, you do this. You do that. Y'all got some raps written for this right here, man. Anybody want to try it? I'm with it. I'm with it. Because the slower the beat, you know, each word people are hanging on. So your wordplay got to be, the words that you choose got to be powerful. Damn, where's my images at? Oh, see, the spirits told me to throw it away. I want to put Oprah on the screen. But I'm going to do this one instead. I like this picture. This is what we're facing in the next 4 to 5 years, American family. It's to my American family, man. You know what I mean by American? I don't have to say black or white. American family. It's what we're going to be up against the next 4 years, 4 calendar years. American calendar, westernized calendar years. Yo, let me stop that. Yo, because I can get lost in the music. I ain't no damn journalist. I'm not a journalist. Yo, Watermelon TV, man. Like and subscribe to this is for my Twitter, my X. Peace to y'all. Whoever's watching on YouTube, peace and love to y'all. This is a love channel for sure. Good intentions. I have, man, I just want us to liberate and become illuminated humans. All of us. Not operating in jealousy. I don't want to be jealous of nobody else. I don't want to even have that idea anymore. And so we're 21st century Negroes, especially the younger generation. They're 21st century, man. We shouldn't hold them back with our bullshit. And Generation X is here to help with that. Gen X, any comments? Can't post comments to some destinations. Share your referral link. Oh, okay, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, let's see if anybody jump in. Watermelon TV. Look at that. I still got the advertisement up there. Maybe StreamYard can pay me for helping promote. I'm gonna see this on. I'm probably gonna do another 20 minutes. Like I said, I'm just really getting my feet warm. I guess I could show my face for a little bit. I'm really getting my feet warm. Wanna just again, I'm not a Hebrew. I am just trying to relate to what's going on. I can understand and overstand Kanye West's motivation and his drive behind what he was doing. And even up to the point of him going back to Jewish rabbis, if that's a real video. And hey, he went against the most powerful people on the planet. I mean, how much more proof do they got to show you? How much more do they got to show us? How much more proof do we need to see? So now we need to build our dream and have a different imagination about the future, opposed to an agenda that's already set for us. That's all I'm saying. That's what Watermelon TV is about. I'm trying to uncover that. Right? And only in America, and maybe other parts of the world, we can have this setup here. No one's breaking down my front door. Not yet, anyway. But nobody's breaking down my front door to stop what I'm doing. Because we just in the middle of this grand scheme, this 1,000-year plan. We're the divine sparks that's in the middle, that's in, think about a rose or a snakehead coming about. And we're seeing all and feeling all these different, concepts and ideas. Everybody's fighting for supremacy. Right? So we'll get into the other stories later. The Lockheed Martin, when you talk about tech and where AI is taking us. Watermelon TV, like and subscribe to the channel. I'm out.